Okay, so we need to look at angles. Angles are whenever we get two lines, sometimes they're called rays or line segments, meet at a point. The point will have a name. Let's say this name is A, and this point here is B, and this point here is C. We say this angle is angle BAC. The reason why the A is in the middle is because the A is at the point of the angle. Whatever's in the middle is the point of the angle. Another way of writing the same thing is angle A, because it's obvious that the A is where that one angle is. Another way you might see it in some books is you might see it written as A with a little hat, and that's another way that you can see angles as well. So that's how you name an angle. So if somebody says to draw an angle EFG, you would have E, F, and G would be the points, and E would go to F, would go to G, and that would be your angle right in the middle. Angle E, F, G, or it could be written as angle F. So we know how to label and name angles now. We need to deal with different types, and different types depend on their exact angle. We know that if an angle is less than 90 degrees, so here is a line, and let's say this is 90 degrees. If we've got an angle that's made and the angle is less than 90 degrees, then the angle, let's call this angle A each time, so there's A, B, C. We say angle A is less than, that's the less than sign with the pointy bit on the left, less than 90 degrees. There's a special name for that, and that's called acute. It's an acute angle. The next one is if it's a bit bigger. If it's more than 90 degrees, so let's do AB here, and here's 90 degrees, and let's do an angle that's bigger than, so it goes all the way over here, so C would be over there. This is the angle inside here. If the angle is bigger than 90 degrees, but the angle is also smaller than 180 degrees, then we have what we call an obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. That's the second type. So the angle is greater than 90, but the angle is less than 180. The next one is if it's a bit bigger again. If you've got one that's a bit bigger, let's say BA is there, and then C is over here. The line would be actually bigger than 180. There's 180, the dotted line. This is an angle that's bigger than that, so it goes to there. This is an angle that is bigger than 180 degrees, and that is called a reflex angle. Now we also know the name for a right angle. We already know that, so I'll just very quickly write that in here. That's another one, right angle. That's called a right angle. And the only other one we need to worry about is a revolution, and that's where you have, let's say that's point A again, and this time the angle goes all the way around and goes back to where it starts from, so the two lines are actually sitting on top of each other. That means that B would be there, but C would be right on top of it, so both B and C are in the same place. Now this one is called a revolution. That's fairly obvious. So there are all the types of angles that you can name going around a point. We've used ABC. You would use whatever letters were needed. You need to learn all of these, so good luck.